Dude, I'm really wanting to fucking well in tier 2 monk wings and try a well monk, to be honest. Like, cause like monk feels like the class that's like actually fire the play, but only when you're way too strong compared to everything else. Like it feels like it's the win more class.
Because you're gonna stick on them basically because of all the mobility.
Yeah,
of
the gap
has,
closers, with that and all the flat damage percentage reduction. So it's like if you're already a tank god and then you have percentage damage reduction, it's actually like pretty strong. It seems pretty good.
All of our whales went Demon Hunter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought Demon Hunter was the snowball class.
I think it probably is, but there's something about monk that seems like if you're way too fucking strong, like I'm talking like you got like 2k resonance on everybody, like it's just a problem. You're just running in and just gobbling everyone down.
Yeah, you are the disruptor, so yeah, if you could really be in there in the fray, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I always found Demon Hunter to be the visual. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the difference is like DH and Wizard, which I think are like the best whale classes. You do a lot of damage, like absurd amounts, but you could still die. Whereas like if you're a whale monk, yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah, you don't.
It's hard
It's also about the gems that you have, the normal gems. Those are pretty strong. You need to have them high level. When you're a whale, you need to have them high level. That's the difference in our whales. Because we got ones with rank 6 gems. I'm not talking legendary gems, the gemstones.
Yeah.
And then we've got proper whales with level 8, I think, which are insane in terms of life, damage.
Yeah, we have
just rank 5 everything.
Yeah, our one whale in our clan, our one big whale in our clan, he's got rank 7 and rank 8 normal gems across the board.
By the way, Vale, this is a good spot. This is
yeah, it's actually really good.
yeah, like we've got a way better kill streak than Ship.
Yeah, we're at 227 just because of how many monsters are around here.
I'm at 600.
Splitting
I'm at 250.
I was so happy no one covered this spot in a YouTube video, but now you guys are covering it.
Yeah, now it's over. We're all gonna have a video out tomorrow.
Oh, really? This is the spot.
Oh,
now?
you mean the one that I'm recording right now?
Yep.
Just as a showcase.
Cold Brew's literally uploading already.
Yep.
I was like, oh, I think this is a pretty good one, but I never tested it.
This is fire. Like
it
the spot that I'm
needs
at.
4 people.
Yeah, you need 4 people for this one.
Oh, for sure.
With 3, it doesn't spawn quick enough.
Because you split up.
You can actually do it with 2 if you do the up hallway and then the bottom circle with 2 people, and I've been able to get like 300, 400 kill streaks, but...
Are you guys in Hell 4?
Hell 3.
Oh.
That's one issue, and actually something that I wish would change is like, there's not really anybody that can run Hell 4, except for like, there's like 6 of us, right? There's like Kyre, myself, Uni, Rolls, and then like 2 other people, but those are the only people.
We got a good group of people. We got at least... You just need 1 member to be above the threshold, and that's good. He's gonna be the one.
Did I skip
ideally a Demon Hunt?
My bad. I meant to say Darth.
Skip me on that list. It's actually
I already have
now that
ring.
you're a monk.
I've got a
you're worthless.
I'm close, Veiled. Like in another 2 days, I'll be able to at least like do ROD group farming in Hell 4.
Yeah.
I can.
Thing is, like, if we wanted to AFK farm.
Oh, AFK farm. Yeah, no. I'm probably like 7 to 10 days away from semi farm.
Yeah, like if we wanted to run dungeons or AFK farm, you need to be at least the score, which is like 3250, and I'm at 3256, so I've barely made it.
Yep. I can get there in probably a week.
You could probably carry 1, but everyone else would have to be above, right?
Yep. And the thing is, Rolls and Uni, they're awesome guys, but they're not grinders. They don't really play the game like we do. They log on for like their 3-4 hours, and then at the end of the day, and that's it. So
yeah,
they're not really
Noodle,
an option.
but he's underleveled and overpowered.
Yeah, yesterday we had a vault where they ran in, dove the back line, killed 3 of us, and then Uni literally 1v4'd.
The new skill from Demon Hunters is so toxic. The smoke screen. That is the worst so far.
Why is that?
It makes I think it makes the whole group disappear or something.
It's always been like that.
It makes us not. Are you sure?
It's always been like that. It's just once they fire or something or cause damage, then they come to light. So
It's the worst in the vault. We don't even get a notification that they go in. That the immortals, yeah, and we just see them suddenly appear on top of us, and you have to have a crusader to pop conjuration there to protect the whole team, and then pray that you have stronger members.
Conjuration is just the most broken skill in the game for support skills.
I love how
with all its different modifiers too. Like it's the most broken fire skill for damage.
Yep.
And then the defense, a 5-second defense immunity.
Yep. To go. Yeah, the problem is like Crusaders are like the #1 group class and support class, but when you're talking about PvP modes,
hey Quilza,
it's like so uncoordinated that you can't even actually use your actual amazing support skills.
That's why I go all damage in PvP. Like, nope, I'm not in a group. You're looking for a banner? Search elsewhere. This is not the battleground. This is not the battleground for a banner, boy.
But even I did 6% damage in the last Shadow War, and I'm under leveled.
Right.
I was actually pretty impressed with that, and it's all because of the exploding shield and the fire aura. Like those two items do so much fucking damage, and you don't have to be close. And with horse, I can keep up with the immortal, and just kite him. It was actually pretty fun. I imagine if I was like veiled level, I would have probably been like 10% or 12%.
What's your CR?
Damage?
Mine?
20 something. Starts with a 2. 27, I think. I think I just broached 27.
How about you, Vale?
32.56.
Yeah.
I am really loving the rank 1.
27 even. There you go.
The 1-star rank 10 gem, but I think I need to replace it just for the power that it gives. I don't know. Thinking about it.
I replaced mine recently.
Yeah, it's about rank 4, rank 5 is when it's worth it to replace it. If you're on like rank 3,
well, rank 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Which one?
Which one?
Berserker.
Which?
Well, just resonance alone. It's.
I'm running Everlasting Torment.
Oh, okay.
Oh, see, I actually don't like that one that much. The thing is, like,
it's so good for PvP. Also,
well, all the gems are 33% effective in PvP.
33?
Yeah, 33% effective. So, like, if you have a Bloody Reach maxed out, 24% damage increase, it's actually 8% damage increase in PvP. If you have a Phoenix Ashes, that gives you a shield for, like, 600 HP. In PvP, it's 200 HP. Which is why when you pop your Phoenix Ashes and it's a teeny tiny shield compared to PvE, it's exactly a perfect example of how it works. So
is that listed somewhere in game?
So if you enter your battlegrounds and you click, there should be a little notification in the top left, like a little buff icon that says something like that. I don't know what it's called, but
you can see it when you practice, when you go to do a practice run as a Shadow War. You can see your actual stats there on you.
Is that them trying to lower the gap between whales and free to play, or what?
Well, the thing is, it's two things. One, yes, your gems are less effective, your stats, but resonance remains the same. So here's something that a lot of people don't realize: is like resonance is even more important in PvP. Well, resonance only so combat rating is a 10% cap, but resonance just up to your damage. There's no limit to that.
And life, right?
And
there's some difference between damage and damage percentage. They're different stats.
Yeah, so resonance increases your just flat damage in life. Combat rating will increase your damage percentage by 10% and your damage reduction by 10%. Resonance, however, is not capped. So when you're talking about a whale, or in PvP in general, you absolutely just want to go full focus on resonance if you can.
Yep. No, but we've known that since the start, haven't we? Like resonance stacking is everything when you wanna.
Well, there was one consideration, which is like running the damage percentage increase. Kyra and I have been chatting about this a lot. It's like, imagine if you're a demon hunter, you run Berserker's Eye, you run Bloody Reach, you run Power and Command, and now you have like, 70% damage, which is insane. And then if you talk about, let's say you have 5k damage, well, losing, let's say 400 resonance and having 70% damage instead of having 300 more resonance and 20% damage, you're going to get more damage out of like the damage percentage stacking. But because it's a third as effective, there's no consideration anymore. There's not really an argument you could run those.
Dan, what class are you playing? I don't think I've talked too much about Diablo yet. It's kind of cool you're here.
I'm still playing Necro. I didn't end up changing.
Yeah, you did? Okay. So you're still liking Necro then, eh?
Yeah, I went the summoner route, so a lot of my gems and stuff are like all summoner. So if I were to swap, like it would kind of hurt me pretty bad.
Yeah, I feel that. Although to be fair, the summons from the monk actually seem completely nuts.
I did consider that one. I did definitely consider that one.
But yeah, monk blows. I'd keep Necro. Honestly, I miss my Necro.
Yeah,
I've made a horrible mistake. Yeah.
Well, you'll never weak to. Well, you can go back anytime. What are you worried about?
Yeah, you get.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I have to play all the classes anyway. Like, I don't really get a pick.
Needs the content.
Give it a fair shot.
Yeah, I mean, I
want
gotta
to do Wizard as soon as Trigger moves over. Trigger's gonna go Satyr because he lost embarrassingly against Failed.
That's true.
In the debate. So
I'm
we'll
looking
have our
forward
two
to that.
Satyrs in the warband. So I'll go Wizard.
I'm excited for that video to be edited. Darth was like, we need to go for the face, and I'm like, all right, I gotta step up this hype right now. And then
Is this the treasure hunter one?
Yeah, John was too nice though. John was too nice.
He was
I felt
way
bad.
too nice. Yeah, you
I
should have
got
felt
a
bad.
really interesting theory.
You were like bullying him.
What?
He really needed
what?
me to.
I got a really
to be the
interesting
one.
theory on how treasure hunter works. So someone commented on one of my videos and they said, I did a bunch of testing where I like killed blue packs and I made sure all the whites were dead, etc. I counted all the drops. I did like 30 of each back and forth, and I got a 15% increased drop rate. And someone said, "What's your magic find?" And I was like, 20%. And I'm like, that's weird that math works out perfectly because it's 75% increase, and I got 15% more, and my magic find was 20%. Interesting theory. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure that's actually true. Like, I'm sure that's how magic find. Because like the thing is. This is a common comment. I'm sure you got this too. It's like when you look at treasure hunter, it says equipment drop rate. It doesn't say magic find. Like it's a whole different. Like they've specifically separated the two out. So like it would kind of make sense. Like you have magic find that applies first, and then you have treasure hunter that applies on your magic find. I can see that one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only way the math worked out, and it was like perfect to like till 1%. I was like, wow, interesting.
Oh man, I've been running these dungeons the whole time since I've gotten home, and we're sitting here talking, and I never even considered that I could have got a green drop. I literally forgot they existed, and I haven't got one, and I don't even feel bad about it because it's a dungeon. Normally they don't exist anyway.
I think MKBs were like bugged this week because I charted for everybody I ran with, and everybody had insane rates. I understand it's a small sample size. It was like a couple hundred runs. It wasn't like 10,000, but it was insane. Like everyone was getting like 30% something. Like if you ran 10, you got 3 or 4, and it was everybody, not just me. So it was just a weird observation.
I think they
You guys
drop
know
rates.
that they changed the magic find, right?
What's that?
But the description. They changed the description.
What?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Didn't notice.
If you click on it now, instead of it being some weird wording, it just precisely says increases the chance to get magic rare or legendary.
Where in your inventory?
Yeah.
Attributes, yeah.
Increases
Very
the
bottom.
chance for items dropped by monsters to be magic rare or legendary. Oh, you're right. They kind of clarified it a little bit.
Yeah, that was my original thought before, because when I had the big buff when I was immortal and I had 425% magic find, I was getting a lot of blues. Like the floor was just filled with blues. And yeah, I got like 20 legendaries in the matter of 4 hours or something.
That's how I thought it worked.
Oh, I think what it does then is it's probably like, okay, you have like a 60% chance to get a white and a 40% chance to get everything else. And then it's like, did it roll the everything else? It did. Okay, now you have a 1% chance for it to be legendary or whatever, every time. So we're probably not getting an increased legendary drop percentage. We're just getting more chances to get the legendary, if I had to guess. just by reading
That's
the way
what I think. Yeah,
saying.
it's just higher volume. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mention it affects volume, Magic Fine.
It does in a way, because if you actually read, so what it's saying is magic, rare magic and legendary, which means blue, yellow, and orange is another way to put it. So white is the base one. So what it's saying is it's giving you more chance for the white to instead be a blue, yellow, or orange.
Yeah.
So think of it like getting more shards in Raid Shadow Legends. Like basically what it's saying is instead of it being a green shard, it's a blue shard. That blue could be a legendary, and then that shard's not an increased drop chance for it to be a legendary, but you're getting more blue instead of green shards.
Like, yeah, so like, let's say you drop 1,000 items. Normally, 500 will be white, and then 300, and then 100, and then 50 or whatever makes it 1,000. But now it's going to change that. You'll get less whites. Like, you're still going to get the 1,000 either way, but you're going to get less whites. You're going to get more salvage materials because of blues, yellows, and then you'll also get more legendaries.
Yeah, that's how you think it. I always relate it to like Path of Exile because they have quantity and rarity differently.
That's what it should be.
Like,
that's what it should break down.
I know. Is there anything that's like quantity? You would think Treasure Hunter would do that for you, but I don't know. I'm not sold on that.
Yeah, no, I agree. In a perfect world, they would clarify quantity and rarity. But the way they're doing it, it's not increasing. It's like Darth said, it's pseudo increasing the quantity of your higher ranked ones. It's increasing the quantity of everything except whites. Whites go down, everything else goes up.
So it's rarity.
Yeah.
It's increasing your rarity.
Yep. Whites go down. All you need to know is whites go down, everything else up.
What's interesting is like if you read Treasure Hunter says 50%, well, 75% increased equipment drop rate. So it's like that could be interpreted many ways, but like if you interpret it the way it's like increases volume, I mean that's absurd. That one would be easier to test.
Yeah, like that means the combo of Magic Find and Treasure Hunter could be like a pretty disgusting combo. If you're getting like it's improving, because they originally said improve the quality, and the way it reads here seems to be like quality, right? So if that's the way that it's interpreted, that would seem to me that it's improving whites to the colored ones, and then you're getting more whites from the Treasure Hunter. Or just more in general.
That's possible. Yeah, you could double dip them. Let me read Treasure Hunter. I can pull it up here. You could be double dipping them. Yeah. Veiled might be the expert on Treasure Hunter.
I'm running Treasure Hunter. It's the best. I'm not going away from it until
it's the best.
Yep.
You're gonna make Capper explode over here.
Yeah. John is punching sand somewhere.
Is by far the best Paragon. Because of the energy globes, the reset on our cooldowns, it just makes PvE a blast.
In open world only.
I actually don't run that at all.
What?
So
yeah. Cobra coming in with the hot take. You care about the globes?
Yeah,
I completely agree with Cobra. I think the purpos are a huge deal, especially when you're running ammunition system based skills. Like you'll get a huge burst.
I could not disagree more, because when you're open world farming, you literally don't want your cooldowns. You just want to spam your default.
I don't want to spam my default as a monk. That's worthless. I want to use my abilities.
But like, you want kill streaks. You don't want to burst stuff down.
I mean, it's more about killing the packs. Like I struggle enough to kill the packs as it is.
Well, the kind of farming that you guys do, where you're stationary, that the energy globe obviously there is useless. But if you're doing, let's say, ROD, where you're just running in the field,
yeah, I can see that.
There's packs all the time.
Yeah,
you need to have your
and you're moving
for the banner, for the horse. Everybody's running speed gear. We're trying to do the runs.
No, I agree with you there. Yep.
Yeah, I'm talking like actual play the game.
I would agree.
How dare
with
you,
in
Dart?
that, like, it is a lot of fun and they are useful. It's just like this is the thing is I don't think open world farming is worth building for if you're talking about easier content. Like it's already so easy. You run through and you one shot everything anyways. It's like I'm gonna go.
Yeah, but we're not.
Into
that's
Gladiator.
Though. Like no one's talking easier. Like it doesn't matter making overworld farming easier. Like the whole point of overworld farming is we're going to be doing this like more than literally anything else. So optimizing it means you're optimizing the majority of the game.
Yeah, but you're optimizing the easiest part of the game, so you're getting the lowest.
Yeah, but was it? I completely disagree. Like, why does optimizing experience and No.
And,
Like,
and
why
what
does
about
optimizing-
Gladiator? Gladiator, you're
guess I don't get to
optimizing the
finish my
3 fights a day. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
Is why does increasing the experience and drops from the part of the game where you kill them the quickest and get the most? How does that not make sense?
Well, it's not about
we're talking
making
the
sense.
globe
It's the lowest rate of
specifically, because
return.
I agree with you on every other part of the treasure hunter. I just don't run
It's
the
like
globes.
saying, hey, this is the part that is easiest to me. I'm going to make it even easier. But if it's say
But that's
50%
not- that's-
easier, it's the rate of returns worse. I'd rather have.
No one said easier. Easier doesn't matter. It's overworld farming. You're gonna just kill everything, right? So it's like
easier,
if we're killing,
better, more effective. It's all the.
they're
I'm using
all
those
different.
interchangeably.
Well, that's the problem. Because they're all different
Well, they're all
things.
different
Easy
for
doesn't
you.
mean better.
Well, if it depends. If my goal is to get the most drops, the most experience, and the experience the quickest, then something that makes that easier. So if you want to say more effective, more efficient, then fine. Easier is just a euphemism for that.
I think
my
Magic
goal in
Find's
open world
pretty clear
farming-
and cut. Like, if you spend a lot of time in the open world and you want more experience and more drop, you just use Treasure Finder. If you don't spend a lot of time in the open world, you're gonna get something that boosts either your damage or PvP, depending on which
Yeah.
one you're focusing on.
But I think my point is that I can do that without, because like right now we're doing it quite effectively, and I don't have Treasure Finder.
Yeah,
So
but
for
that's what I
me,
said.
And you have no
Okay,
data
okay.
to
Can
prove
I-
that everyone
hold
else
on,
that's
though.
using it's fucked up. Like that's the annoying part. It's like you have zero data to prove that just because you're doing more damage, you're getting such a big difference in damage that those minions are being killed so much faster. You're getting more experience and drops in the people that are mathematically getting more. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I didn't say that though. Now that's not at all what I was saying. What I'm saying is where I need the most help, where I'm at the biggest disadvantage, is in PvP. So even though it's the smallest percentage of the gameplay I do every day, it's where I need the most help. So to get in this case, Gladiator, which helps me the most in that area, it's basically exponentially helps me because it's where I'm the weakest.
To me,
Whereas
it
open world farming is not where I'm the weakest.
to me, it boils down to one thing. It's like, yeah, I agree with you. You're right in that, like, PvP, the best way to like optimize your entire overall effectiveness is to build for PvP, because every other content in the game is crazy easy. The thing is, you don't get anything from PvP. It's the most useless thing in the game. You get reforged toes and stupid gear. Like,
no, for sure.
Like,
Why are we
disagree.
judging? Like, why are we judging a build that's supposed to give you more experience and loot from open world farming? That's the only point of the build. There's zero fucking point of the build for that. Why are we judging that based upon PvP and all these other? I don't understand the argument at all. It's like where the majority of the game is open world farming.
Because that's where that's the trade-off from going from Gladiator to that is getting better PvP versus getting better open world. That's why there's
you can have both. There's absolutely no trade-off. Just run both trees,
Definitely.
swap back and forth.
And funny enough, I think we do. I think most people do run a hybrid.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Like even Veiled, who is arguing for Treasure Hunter, runs Gladiator. He has the most important things for Gladiator.
Yeah, that's
so that when
why
you
I
do
was
PvP,
trying to explain. It's like at the beginning of the debate, it's like, this is the problem with a lot of, because, okay, Darth and I are charged. I'm sure a lot of people are here because, and what Darth was saying earlier is literally the epitome of YouTube comments. Like, that's what YouTube comments say. It's like, oh, Treasure Hunter doesn't work. Like, it's the dumbest thing ever. And that's usually not what like Capra and John are saying, but I
get the argument if the argument is that running Treasure Hunter makes your PvP worse. I mean, it's like, yeah, it does. I don't understand what the fuck we're talking about anymore then. Like, I thought the debate was originally about whether or not you get more experience and loot from Treasure Hunter over having the other ones. Like, that's my impression of the debate. If suddenly it's worse for PvP, it's like, what the fuck are we even talking about? Yes, it is.
The debate was, what if you had to focus on one, which would be the better one overall for you? Which one do you think gives you the best overall rate of return in the game? And objectively, it is Treasure Hunter, because Battlegrounds gives you nothing. But if you include your own personal entertainment and improvement in your own game, then for me it's Gladiator, because that's where I have the most problem.
I agree.
Especially as a
I
satyr.
completely agree.
Yeah.
If we're
And I
talking
also would say that the more you spend,
value, yes.
the more you spend, the more Treasure Hunter makes more sense, because resonance overcomes any other bullshit from the Paragon tree. So if I had 5k resonance, I wouldn't even bother with Gladiator, other than to get the the one health thing and the one free, I would just go up that little second and turn it on when I go in, because that makes more sense, because my 5k
I
resonance.
totally agree with that take. So I totally agree with that take. The problem is, my problem is where I get annoyed is like we start spreading information like, like this stuff's just worse. It's like, well, the one that makes the people going out there saying it's actually better look bad. You're basically going out there and saying we're wrong. Two, your argument has nothing to do with what the original argument's about. So it's like, I completely get that point. If we're talking subjectively for yourself for fun, yes. Objectively, you just said it's better. So like for me, the debate's over.
Yeah, it's funny how much of a topic Treasure Hunter became. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing that I push back on a lot, because people literally will say, "Oh, I lost 700 damage. I lost combat rating. That one's an absurd one. I lost, etc., etc." It's like you don't actually lose that much stats. Like it's not true. Like you can speculative the damage and like speculative those other things.
The only way that's an argument is if someone literally just goes. Either it's 100% Treasure Hunter, so all my what am I 106 now? Every point goes right into Treasure Hunter, or every point goes right into Gladiator. But that's not the right way to build.
It mattered more when people were like 50 Paragon and couldn't go into 2 trees. It mattered a lot more.
Yeah, it was a lot more of a debate 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Trees, yeah, good to go.
I agree.
And the higher level you go, the more of a moot point it is, because you'll get more. You'll do hybrids. You can do triple hybrids if you want. Like right now, I run 3 trees for all the passives, and then I'm slowly working on my Treasure Hunter to get those in. But I went Gladiator first because that's, like I said.
Do you guys think the Paragon tree is a little bit underwhelming? Like, you've got like the 2 spectrums. You've got Path of Exile, where it's like overwhelming, and there's a million different nodes, and then you've got the other side of it, which is Diablo Immortal, where there's like 2 choices. So do you think Go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say, this is what I think is so silly about this whole thing, is like, I think it's so simple. I can't believe how many people hate Treasure Hunter. That's why I think it's the easiest thing in the world. Like if you compare it to Path of Exile, there's so many different like nuances and things like that. In here, it's like, okay, if you farm PvE, which is 90% of the content in open world, go run Treasure Hunter. If you PvP, run Gladiator. There isn't really a debate here.
You know what the problem is, and the reason why people hate it is because when you run Gladiator, or even whatever the first Paragon tree is, I can't remember what it's called now. You can see it because your stats. I put this into it, and the stats move up. In Treasure Hunter, you don't see it. Like when I'm running Gladiator, and I'm supposed to be dead, but I'm just doing the one knee thing for 3 seconds and vulnerable. I see that, so I go, see, it's working. Boom.
So imagine if a legendary dropped,
but you have to map it.
But imagine if a legendary dropped and it had like a little icon, like this dropped because of Treasure Hunter. Like then people would really love it.
Or if it was a stat inside the game, chance to drop a legendary 0.1 and then it moves up to 0.2, people would see it. That's double. That would be bad. 0.1 to 0.2, people 100%.
I agree with those points as well.
Yeah, it needs more explanation.
I think that's anecdotally people say, "Oh, Treasure Hunter's ass," because you can't quantify it with a stat that you can just look at when you change the numbers.
That's exactly the thing. And you know what? I don't want to call out someone in the chat, but like Jokes has said, he disagrees with me. He said he felt the difference in PvP. That is exactly the problem I have. It's like everyone's like, "Oh, I dropped 2 legendaries after running Treasure Hunter instead of 5 last week when I wasn't running Treasure Hunter." It's like you don't feel things. I can literally tell you the numbers on how much damage I'm losing. It's not about feeling. It's like I literally have lost 160 damage. That's what I've lost from running Treasure Hunter.
In this argument, I didn't once bring up the fact that yesterday, after upgrading 2 new gems to 15% magic find each, I got a triple legendary drop from the bestiary and 3 double drops within 8 bestiaries. I got all of that, okay? I didn't bring it up in the argument, because again, it's not relevant.
Because it's anecdotal, right? Yeah,
it's anecdotal.
It could be blind luck. I could theoretically do that right now. I'm not going to.
And do we even know if it affects bestiary?
No clue. That's why I'm saying it's no clue. The only thing we know is the bit of data they show us on the front, and we have to take it at its word, because if we start questioning every bit of data the game actually gives us, we have nothing to work with. So it's like it's telling me that I'm getting more drops, more experience, and more orbs. I have to believe that's true. If I don't, then it's impossible for me to actually to ever use. If I just believe it's lying to me, why would I ever use the goddamn thing?
Yeah, that's the silliest thing. That's what makes it so maddening. Is like. Because I'm sure Darth is kind of referring to like the comments in the YouTube section that are like, Yeah, well, it doesn't work because I got less legendaries. Like that's literally what we're like. It's the dumbest thing. It drives me insane. It's the same thing where like people in gacha games were like, "Oh, well, I think the rates are wrong because I summoned this many legendaries." It's like,
Yeah.
dude, I don't know how to.
I'm
Like,
sorry
I
you
don't give a fuck
understand
about
that.
what happened. It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't give a fuck about what happened in your game, bro. I don't fucking care. Like, it has nothing to do with it. Your grandma could have played and got 1,000,000 legendaries day one, and I don't give a shit if she only
It's
used a
like,
1-star gem.
It's like, imagine if, you know, in poker, somebody was telling everybody in comment sections, I went all in with 2/7 offsuit and I beat pocket aces.
100%.
So all of you should do it too.
Yeah,
100%.
it's the same
It's a
thing.
bad beat story. It's a fucking bad beat story of this game.
Or I had an open-ended straight and it didn't land. So open-ended straights never land. It's bullshit. Never do it.
Yep.
Yep. And
Yep.
that's what people do in this
No, the
game for
math
some
is
reason.
opposite. You know, the math is you see a pair of 10s on the board. Yeah, you might have a chance with the open-ended.
I know it's you know yeah we can move on, but yeah, it's just funny how it ends up everybody uses anecdotals.
Well, I think what happens is we end up talking past each other, much like this conversation. It's like, obviously, by the time we get down to the core of it, me and Matt Capper don't disagree. Like, I just used Treasure Hunter and got shit on in PvP, and I felt the goddamn difference not having Gladiator cheat death, I'll tell you that much. So, yeah, no, I mean, I think what it boils down to is I think most of the comments and conversations you see with people around the Treasure Hunter thing, you get a lot of these debates because of this, like, talking past each other. One person saying one thing, the other person saying the other thing. They probably could agree on it, but everyone's like a misunderstanding of their person's point, etc. So,
Well, I would say for most conversation, yes, but for YouTube section, no. Like people are just objectively wrong, and they're just objectively subjective. Like they're just being subjective.
well, you know what?
Objectively
Then?
subjective.
Valid shot subscriber.
I need to go.
He doesn't like you, and you can come subscribe to the DM channel where we actually appreciate our viewers.
I need to go
Factually
read
objective.
through.
Well, hold on. Let me just pull up his channel. Chosen should go jump up to this channel and see the Darth replies to these comments. I want to see it.
I roast these fuckers, dude. It's like, you know what I don't understand? It's like going into it's like going into a comedy show and heckling the comedian and then doing the Pikachu face, like, oh, like when he actually responds to you. It's like you're leaving a comment to me on my channel, and you don't think I'm going to respond to it when you're calling
Especially
me
when it's a
ginger?
throwaway bullshit comment like that.
It's just some random like, oh, you're a ginger moron, like end yourself. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
How about,
definitely gonna respond.
I
I did a
guess
faction war tier list, and I was told, "Oh, I guess that's what we can expect from Aftershock United content now." I'm like, "What a fucking throwaway douchebag comment!"
but
because
like
I
I
did
guess
a
I have a different take.
tier
Like,
list?
why do you
Oh,
even
no.
bother? Like
Yeah.
criticism is one thing when someone says like, "Hey, I disagree with your point here because of this, this, and this." Like, I understand responding to that, but when someone says you're a moron, shut up, it's like
Yeah.
why even bother? Like that person doesn't
Makes
want
me
to
feel
talk to you.
good. Tell
You know
them
what
that
the
he's
real
a
response
monkey
is?
makes me feel good.
You know what the real response is, though? You watched my video enough to complain it, and you left a comment. You literally helped me out. Thank you.
That's
That
what
is
I say too.
algorithm
I
gold.
replied. I say thanks for the help with the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah. By the way, thumbs downs and thumbs up don't mean shit. They're both engagement. That's all they care about.
Calling fat's easier and shorter to type, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, I mean, I there's like some actual comments out there that I'll respond to, and then of course there's like the straight up like garbage comments that you
Yeah,
just
no, I
respond to
appreciate
'cause it's like-
the actual
It's like-
criticism.
yeah. That's a completely different ball game, but then you just have like, haha, I get to go have like my 1 minute of dopamine for dumping on this
Yeah,
guy
for
because I
just
just go,
shitting on
"Ha."
someone.
It's like, yeah, that's one thing, and then of course you just have those ones where it's just like, hey, like you look like Jon Snow that spent 3 months in a McDonald's, and it's like, okay, well, I don't know what else to say.
Is that one of the comments you got?
I think McDonald's Jon Snow gets more ass than I do, so fucking good job. Good on you. Besides, I haven't come up with a new one. You look a little bit like Paris from Troy as well.
Oh my gosh,
Like Legolas, but
Orlando
with black
Bloom.
hair. Yeah, Orlando Bloom when he has his normal curly black hair. So if you want something different,
Well, let's transition to talking about the first patch and how that's been. The patch that we should at least talk about that for a few minutes because that's kind of a big topic that happened this week. Were you guys? I think in general we seemed to mostly think that it surpassed our expectations and it was good but not amazing. Is that kind of the general sentiment?
That's what I got.
I would say that more so than anything, I actually believe that they'll continue to make free-to-play friendly changes based on this first patch. The fact that it's the first patch and they immediately have already buffing Fading Ember and like giving other additional ways to get legendary crests, which usually takes like years to do. I'm pretty hopeful, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. One thing that really surprised me is I went into the Diablo Discord, the main Discord, and was kind of just sitting there, and I was surprised how many people were complaining about how terrible the class change was. That really surprised me because I thought they did it pretty well.
Dude, that Discord, that's the Reddit, that's the subreddit's Discord. I've been in there for a few months now. That's probably maybe the worst Discord I've ever seen.
Pretty bad.
It's actually really bad. Like, it's worse than basically any of the other. Like, I could combine Raid with Ace's Discord, and it's like 50 times worse.
Yeah.
Such a weird take too, because like, what's the downside of it? You can change your class; it's free. You can change back if you don't like it.
So there's
immediately.
There's one downside that
You don't
I
think
actually
Legos?
agree with, and that is there's no sense of like commitment. Like if you play an MMORPG and you sign up, you're like, okay, you play Guild Wars 2, you load up, you're like, I'm gonna be an elementalist, and then you're committing to that class. There's no like actual sense of achievement by achieving, hey, I'm like Paragon 170 on a Crusader. It's like, well, how long have you been played? Oh, like 10 minutes because I just class changed. It's like I agree with that criticism, but the way it actually works and the way it like rolls out, I think it's great. It's literally I don't think it can get really better unless they wanted to like add some sort of legendary essence transfer between class change. So
If it was paid, everyone would bitch about it being paid. If it didn't come to the game, people would say that having to regrind the Paragon levels is too much, even with the boost. Like, it doesn't matter. Everyone's just always going to bitch.
I do have one criticism. When you get your legendary gear when you transfer over, you can't transfer the essence to that item.
Amen.
Yes.
Even after you grind it
yeah,
out, you
that's
still
bad.
can't, and you lose all that combat rating. That's my biggest complaint.
I
Yep.
knew you were.
Yep.
I was like, I knew you were going with this, and I 100% agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's so good.
I have an even more basic one. When you replace that placeholder gear, it's in your account. You can't scrap it. You have to destroy them individually. They don't disappear. They stay in your account forever, which drove me nuts.
Yeah,
It's stupid. It's minor, but it's just the fact, like, just get rid of it or let me essence transfer it or something, anything.
First thing I went and just tried to salvage it, of course.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
You can't even save it. You can't even go put it in your storage.
Oh, you can't move
one
it to your storage? I didn't
No,
try
it
that.
won't let you.
I used it to
do
duplicate my
rings.
ring and get an upgrade,
yeah.
so that was kind of
Yeah,
cool.
that's what I did too. I got like 2
I wish I
combat
could've-
rating. Let's go.
I
Yeah.
wish I could have switched over to mage today because this would have been a good time to get some new drops. for
I
new
was
class.
I was debating. I was like, because I actually just tested on my main account. I was like, all right, guys, if this screws up, well, it's gonna be on my main account. But I was waiting until after Rite of Exile, so I'd have all my legendaries for the fight just in case. But
I made a video looking at all my gear just in case I lost anything, so I could try to get it back.
you know, a side note, after the
Worked really well.
patch, the patch completely screwed up people's battle pass experience gain. I don't know if anyone else knew that, but they hot fixed it supposedly, and they're just on the point of like they're actually doing a decent job of patching. It's like they said that they're going to return anyone that's lost experience from the battle pass turn-ins.
Yeah, some people
Oh.
weren't getting them from any turn-ins. They weren't getting any XP. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I was like, good thing I didn't claim my 5,000 battle pass points. I would have like missed out on like 6 million XP.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Dude, town portaling in this game is
The worst.
actually toxic.
Yeah, it
Like,
actually is
there's
the most
not a mob
infuriating
within
thing.
3 screens of you and it says, you're under attack, cannot teleport.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like,
and it makes it worse with summons, because if your summons go and attack something, then it like you won't be able to port.
it's like,
Oh, that's miserable.
why couldn't they just copy the Diablo 3 system? You can teleport whenever you want, and if you get hit, it cancels. Like, why is that so difficult?
Right.
It doesn't make any sense how they made it a million times worse. Sorry, I was trying to teleport for my bestiary, and that just irked me live. So
It's the most infuriating thing in this
It doesn't
game.
make
Actually, there's
any
nothing
sense.
that makes me more mad. Yeah.
Some
And then you
random
just
mob
randomly
off
start running.
screen projectile. Or yeah, start. I hate that if I'm playing with my controller, but I touch the mouse, it cancels it. Just touch the mouse, not click, not anything. Just move the mouse. It will cancel the tilt.
Yeah, I'll
teleport.
click on a second monitor to do something else while I'm teleporting,
Yeah.
and it'll cancel the teleport. I'm like, what?
Exactly. It's like, what? Like
You could be
Yeah.
fine
trying to
with
do
all of
content
that
here.
if the controller didn't just always go down to the bottom right and make my guy just run one direction and literally 3 different controllers. I've tried it on the PC. I've tried it on my Samsung
weird.
phone. I've tried Xbox controllers, PlayStation controllers. My guy always just runs to the bottom right for no
Yeah,
fucking goddamn reason.
Did you fix there's a dead zone? Did you mess with that slider?
I did not fix any slider setting
Veil.
or whatever. I just
Oh,
tried
yeah,
plugging it in.
that's a
and
very
starting
common
it.
thing. All you got to do is go into the settings, and there's thumbsticks. It's got skill aim dead zone and movement dead zone. You crank those up till that stops happening, and then your controller works perfectly. It will also stop you from using auto aim. So if the skill aim dead zone is not set right, your auto aim won't even work because it thinks you're moving the thumbstick. And you can also calibrate your controller in Windows. So
Learn something new today.
Huh.
yeah, I actually made a video on it if you want to look it up and see exactly how to do it.
Yeah, drop it in our creator hangout chat thing. I'll check it out later too, because when you were talking, I was calculating my XP per minute. Vale, what do you think this area is?
I want to say 75k.
87,000.
Oh, baby.
Right. Yeah, it's a great area.
Yeah, no, it's I did it for 20
Well, it was
minutes.
a great area until now. Now
And
it's going to be overfarmed.
I looked at I did it live on stream for 20 minutes, and I pulled up my XP before and after, and then divided by 20 and adjusted for the server Paragon, and it's 87k per minute normalized.
It's actually
I've
absurd.
gotten 4 legendaries, and I don't have treasure hunter, so treasure hunter's a lie.
That's right. We're not
That's
going down
just
that road again.
Now banning Madcap.
We are not going. We are gonna mute Madcapper. I've had it with the treasure hunter debate. All right, so moving on. We were talking about the patch, and we covered class change. What do you guys think about the events so far?
This just needs to be a permanent thing. Like, I love the fact that I have an event right now. Just repeat it over and over. I don't care if it's the same one. Just repeat it over and over.
There should be more events. Like
I think it's in
every
a good
weekend.
place. They don't force you to like go do something that you're not normally gonna do. They don't force you to do anything you don't want to do. It kind of just you do your stuff, you get free rewards. It's not as involved as some of the events, but just as like a repeating event, I think it's pretty sweet.
What I would like, and this is the same gripe I had with Ace, is that I'd actually love to see, and they started to do it before I stopped playing, but I'd love to see more involved events, like fun, like things that are actually fun. Like I don't want to go and kill 1,000 monsters. Like give me a group boss, you know, that has unique mechanics like a lasso, but you can fight it with 100 people because it's an event boss. Or give me like a unique dungeon or something, like a winter dungeon, you know, like, I don't know, where you have to fight like a undead Santa Claus, like, you know, something fun like that. It'd be cool.
Yeah, they showed that kind of stuff for D4, so I have a feeling they might introduce something like a big world boss or something in here.
What about? That reminds me. What's the thing about this D4 is showing up in people's launchers or something? That definitely did not happen for me.
There's no beta yet.
Let me check mine.
No, the beta I think is just an internal.
Yeah, I think it was massive fake
playing-
news. Like I think somebody.
Beta that within the company. So
Yeah, somebody with insider
Not even a
access
beta,
had it
like
show
an
up or
alpha.
something.
because if the game is launching next year, it's already playable, for sure. They're just tuning in everything. It's not in development.
So, why are you
Or at
not in the
least-
clan? Unrelated build.
I'm gonna join you. Help you.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, good thing Deadwood's in charge of it, and good thing Deadwood will kick me because he's so firmly against Treasure Hunter.
That's right.
Yeah,
That
Deadwood,
surprises me, actually.
Deadwood. Well, Deadwood's the figurehead. He will ignore the invite forever until Trigger I touch it. I promise you. Maybe if it's your name, he might.
My name's not powerful
He's like our
enough
queen.
yet.
Gotta scare them though. When they see your name, you gotta feel that adrenaline rush in their heart, or else you're not really in there.
Yeah, I need 100k subs. I need my silver play button, and then I'll be
You
there.
put that little plaque behind you at all times too.
Might hit 50k today on the second channel, which is kind of hype. I said in the intro over there I was going to do a $100 giveaway when we hit the 50k, so getting some subs again today.
Nice.
Yeah,
Still
you're
got
channel's
900 to
popping
go.
off, yeah. Congrats, man.
Thanks, dude. A lot of
it's
us are
actually
actually doing pretty good, not just me. Like, it seems like on the average, pretty much everyone's doing good.
Yeah, I think it only took me
Well, the
20
haters
days to
got lazy.
monetize my channel.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty quick. Considering it took me like 6 months to do my first channel.
Yeah. Have you gotten this to comment to Dan? I get this comment every like couple of videos. I see a comment. Wow, how come you swapped to this game? You would have been better off in Ace on your channel.
I actually haven't got that one, but that one's pretty funny. I think people are just salty that you left Ace because you're, I mean, a good content creator, and there's not that many of us less in the game. I've been covering Ace less just because I've been having so much fun with Dislight and Diablo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish Dislight, again, there's another game that I wish wasn't as the style of graphics. I wish it was different style. I would probably play
Hey, man.
I think that's the biggest problem people have with that game.
Well, there must be a
Problem I have with
reason
Ace
that
is it's
literally-
literally
Critical
League of
only.
Legends.
every game does it. There must be some reason. It must perform better.
Asian market?
In the
Must
in
be
the
Asian
Eastern
market.
market, it performs infinitely better.
Yeah, but look at
And
Raid.
Asian market love.
No one copies Raid, and it like
Yeah.
it's like do you want to
What?
be the 10 millionth anime game, or do you want to be the second like dark
Yeah.
fantasy game?
I know that does surprise me.
Like why?
I don't
Or just
know.
the development cycle takes so long, it'll be 3 years, but this is the year then we should start seeing a lot of copycats. We're
I
not.
think the reason is actually because most of the developers are from China. For any mobile game, like most of them are coming from China. So I just feel like
Yeah.
they follow that Eastern meta more than the Western meta. I think that's the main reason.
Yeah,
Just-
probably.
just
And they have
finding
to-
the
They
Go
have
ahead,
to keep
sorry.
things like light and fluffy because China literally has a ban on like dark stuff like skulls and skeletons. Like, you know, Diablo Immortal, the necromancer has just like bimbo bros, like blonde guys as his summons, right? Like it's actually hilarious.
And the China release
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you can't have death in China. Is like it's illegal to like
skeletons.
even refer to the dead. Like you can't have skeletons or skulls or all this shit.
Yeah, I actually lived in China for many years, and I played Diablo and World of Warcraft in China on a China server, and there's definitely a lot of changes.
Oh, can you
Yep.
speak Chinese?
I can speak a little Chinese. It's pretty bad now because I've been home for 4 years. My Chinese is pretty bad now, and I could never really read it that much. I actually learned a decent amount about reading Chinese from video games.
all your
Because
base
Diablo,
belong to
you
us.
couldn't change the language. World of Warcraft, you could actually change the language to English, but I played Diablo in Chinese, and it was pretty difficult.
Dan, you should make a Chinese beginner's guide. You would get a fuckload of views since it came out today.
Oh my
They
god,
have
if I
their
could
own
do it in
version of
Chinese. I guess
YouTube?
I could just
Just put on YouTube.
subtitles. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get a fuckload of views.
Is there anything
Just gotta
else
pay
we
someone
missed on
to,
the patch?
Just add
Thanks.
subtitles to your video, Darth.
Yeah. I might do that.
You make a second channel, Dan Diablo Immortal China, and then you pay someone to voice over.
There
Yeah,
you
we got
go.
one. My editor
That's what
about
Mr.
doing
Beast
that.
does. He's got his own
That's a good
channels
idea,
in
actually.
all languages.
Exactly.
I could get one of my
Once you
friends
start
in
making
China
the
to do it
subs,
for
you
me.
get like famous people to do it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Like, Jet Li is doing my.
Hey, what's up, Shandrick? But yeah, guys, did we miss anything, or did we cover the whole patch?
There was something on the patch that the new drops. Is it just me or is the Crusader very underwhelming on the new drop set? The what is it? 6-inch
Very
cross?
underwhelming.
It's like
Yeah, there's nothing.
there's no
great.
way I'd use any of them. I think unless I'm missing
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
How are the other?
The
classes?
beam is the most fun to look at, but it's very. I don't understand where I'm gonna use it.
Yeah,
Have you? And I also
No.
got only just 2 of them.
I've only got one. It was the beam, and I'm like, the beam's
It's
funny.
cool. Yeah.
Like when Veiled used it in PvP for about a day, it was amusing. But that's about as far
I
as
didn't see that.
So what I was paired with the wizard and I was running a laser build, and I actually have run the laser a lot. I think it's the most fun thing in the Crusaders arsenal.
Good clear.
But there's one build I want to try, and that is a full-on damage sacred chains build, and running all 3 modifiers to group up people. Run the new one, which is a pants item, where it burns enemies that touches it. So you group everyone together, it burns everyone because you group everyone together, and then make it so the shoulder piece that actually transfers damage between everyone, and then run exploding shield and banner. So like group everyone together, banner, and just throw 3 shields into the fray, like, and try to one-shot like a whole group.
Because without the frozen chain, they're not stunned. Like they're stunned for like 3 seconds, but they can get away.
Yeah.
But DPS burst, yeah, you might kill them before it matters.
Yeah, that's the one thing I want to try. I haven't tried it yet because I still have to get the item, but you know.
I do that, but with the frozen chain, and then I do condemned, so I keep them close, and then pouncing shield just bounces between them 10 times. But you have to group them up first with the frozen chain. That's a really fun build.
Yeah, though the way, because there's a modification to the chains where it makes it so the damage is shared. Like when you hit someone, it shares it to the other person. So I think that would be insane.
Well, okay, that's good.
Is the beam useful or just looks cool?
It does damage, but I mean,
so
a satyr needs to be mobile and
yeah.
you're stationary with it. So.
There's 2 situations I've used it. One as a meme, and I thought it was pretty fun. But then there's a second time where I run a combination of what I ran was a ability to group everyone together, the frozen chains that groups everyone together, and then I had a ranged stun, but it only stuns in the center, so it's really hard to get off. But if you have the frozen chains that groups everyone together, it's super easy. And then since they're all grouped together and they're stunned for like 4 seconds, I pop a banner and I use the laser from ranged, and it actually does like a 9k a tick, which is insane. And then on top of that, in that same game, I had a wizard, and if you have a wizard, you can channel your beam into their ice crystal, and it works.
Oh, really?
That's kind of cool.
Okay, that's
what's cool about
cool.
it. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
And that's a modifier, or it just happens?
It just happens. If you shoot it into their ice crystal, it chains, like just like the wizards does.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, which is why I was like, Uni, we need to get into the Rite of Exile in a group so you could drop ice crystal, and then we both could just sit back and laser. I'll banner us both.
That would be
so good.
Interesting.
So good.
Don't you guys have immunity field too?
Yep.
So couldn't you like in challenge drift
immunity.
two man group up a huge party immunity and then you both just laser at the same time?
Although I
That's
don't
exactly
think it's
what we
immunity
did.
against movement, is it? So like you can still get stunned, can't you?
Yeah, that's the only problem. You can get stunned out of it, but we have done that before. Darth, Uni, and I have run a lot of challenge drifts together actually.
That's what I love most about the exploding shield, is it still has the mini stun, so it knocks wizards out of. It's basically a range that can knock wizards out of their channel.
It's the most obnoxious thing when you get knocked out of your channel, because like the game bugs out for a second and it doesn't let you activate your channel, and it's just all. But yeah,
what
I
about
heard the necro one was pretty good.
What's that?
Mage laser beam.
Oh yeah,
It's fun, yeah.
I think DH got some decent ones.
I saw the vengeance, the murder most, where it's like 12% crit rate. I don't know if that's good enough, but it looked interesting.
I mean, considering everybody's crit rate in this game is 10, that's pretty good.
Again, works well with banner because that increases your crit damage.
Yeah, the overflow
under banner.
Yeah, it's 3% health loss per second, right?
Yeah, I hear that it's pretty brutal in PvP. So yeah, maybe they'll have to tune that back a tad.
Because, like, if you're running, I think the duration is just better if you have a Crusader banner. Like, I think 15% extra duration is better than 10% extra crit damage for that duration.
Well, it's crit chance.
Well, if you have banner, is what I'm saying, then it turns into crit damage.
Then it overflows, yeah. That's true.
I don't think armor pen is that useful because I'm usually not playing with Crusaders very often, and I've like 5% crit rate or something.
Yeah, crit chance is just too low in this game.
It's just ridiculous.
That's what I want to know about.
Gonna go
actually,
up with the
is
set rings. The set rings. Are
Yeah,
gonna give you
yeah,
some crit.
The
It depends on the
pinpoint-
classes, but yeah.
multi-shot. Have you tried that one? I think that one's insane.
God.
No, I
Speaking
hear
of-
it's great. I haven't. I just can't get the new ones to drop for me. It's been rough.
I haven't got a single new one yet either.
Wow, really?
No,
That's
I haven't got
good.
a single one yet.
I have 4 out of 6 right now. I think Darth is 5 out of 6. No?
I got 5 the first day, man. I don't know how you guys are having that.
I've
Wow.
gotten like
Easy, man.
I've gotten
I
like
got 'em
close
all
to
in a row.
100
There's that
drops.
treasure hunter.
Treasure hunter confirmed.
I'm banning that
That's- yeah.
phrase from this discussion. Yeah, no, I've gotten probably somewhere between 75 and 100 drops, and I haven't got a single one.
Oh, I've been trying to teleport for. It'd be quicker for me just to run back to town.
Yeah, dude,
Right.
it's. I got a funny clip I'm gonna have to upload from earlier where I'm trying to teleport and it's just impossible. There's not a mob within 3 screens of me, and I just can't. The game won't let me. It like blocks town portal.
I think the party messes it up because I don't have troubles when I'm not in a party. Like there'll be enemies hitting my minions and my minions will be actively attacking other enemies and I'll still be able to port. But as soon as I'm in a party, I have all sorts of trouble.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a bug more so than a mechanic.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's something with the party and like other people getting hit while you're trying to port or something.
Yeah,
'Cause
probably.
it does not happen when I'm solo.
Yeah, and I've also noticed it's the worst when you try to teleport to nearest safe
Double
location.
Yeah.
It's a little bit better if you teleport to West March.
Exceptional item. Oh.
And like doing bounties when I'm teleporting using the bounty thing, like to go turn them in or go to the next one, it doesn't happen as much either.
Did you not use your portal
A
chosen?
double.
I clicked navigate to Vale, then my person went on a journey.
But didn't you set up a portal? You could just teleport back.
No, the portal only shows up if you or only saves if you do like teleport to nearest safe zone. And I just
Oh, you
clicked
didn't do that?
Yeah, I just clicked bestiary and it doesn't like create a portal then. It's super weird. It's so silly how they designed it. I'm tired of ranting about it, but it's awful.
I just
Well,
got,
sometimes when you use
I
the
just got
teleport,
2
it won't
upgrades.
use certain cities. It'll just ignore certain cities. So then you'll run like right past the city, and you're like, dude, you
Yeah.
could have just teleported here.
Yeah,
It's broken in the damnation.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
the one I'm thinking of.
That one circle, you'll run back even though there's a TP in the town.
Right.
Like, nah, I'm good. Legs are stiff.
yeah,
That's
the
an upgrade
navigation's
for you,
pretty
Capper.
funny.
Hey,
What's that?
Nice.
by the way, I got 3 upgrades from the bestiary. I got 2 legendaries and a ring.
Okay.
Capper had upgrades.
It went full cray. I mean, not for much, but I'll take it.
I'm curious about it. So
42 CR for that. From one.
can you
bestiary
all
pull.
think of any downside why they shouldn't make dungeons soloable?
Well,
I can't.
we all know the reason why.
In this game.
Like it's not a
Crusader
secret.
becomes the worst class.
I actually think Crusaders can do it solo perfectly fine.
It's not that. I
Yeah.
mean, like, it's the classes that are all about support become worse because you don't need supports anymore because you just do everything solo now. So all
Well, I
you need
think-
is whatever class solos everything the best is now the best class.
Yeah, demon hunters will be just running like crazy, just killing everything.
Yeah, I mean, they would be faster. I don't think the difference would be crazy fast, though. Like, I think...
I mean, I
if we
agree.
compare-
That's the devil's advocate. You want a counter argument there, it's fine.
Yeah,
And
no,
that-
okay, I got you. Just saying. Because, like... Yeah, no, go for it.
And that kind of feeds into what else, like, when we were talking about the patch stuff, one thing that kind of bothered me is they gated that legendary crest behind the warband. I think I might be in the minority, at least in this group, but I have a really hard trouble finding an active warband
You're
where
not
I
in the
got 8
minority.
people that I can do a raid, and I feel like you're constantly just, like, leaving and joining, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
I'm
even
not
have
a
8
big fan
people
of
in my
warband.
warband right now. I have 7 people in my warband right now. Like, giving that, you're definitely not in the minority. I feel like everyone feels exactly that way. I completely agree with you.
Okay.
I think whiskey might be the only steady warband, and even then, it's hard.
I feel like
Like
it's
the
such a
third-
pain, especially, like,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
Midweek.
I just pain.
Just make it a
Like
clan
Monday
activity.
and Thursday resets on
Yeah,
holidays.
exactly. Make it a clan activity. Okay, I'm actually surprised. I thought you guys were gonna be a huge fan of the warbands.
Oh, I hate it. I
Okay.
hate the warbands. The way I think they should change it, I think they should just make all warband activities a clan activity. And then if you're a party with a clan, you get the magic find. You have like a clan chest or whatever. Like make it all clan oriented. Or if they really want to go hard on the warband system, make warband content 4 people required. And then you have 8 people in your warband, and so you'll need one party because the difficulty of getting 8 people online at the same time is so absurdly annoying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially when you only can have 8 people in there. Like maybe if you only
if
needed
it was
to have
12,
like 4 of your
that would
8
be-
in the warband or something, that'd be better.
Yep.
Or if the warband was 12,
Yeah.
Yep.
Or that.
so
Well,
8 of 12
and
or something
also,
like that.
why in the hell is warband not divisible by the number of max clan? Like 100 is not divisible by 8. It should be 10.
Well,
it should be
it's not
10
ti- 'cause
warbands
it's
of
not
10
tied-
people, and you need 8 for a raid. That's what it should be.
It's not tied.
Yeah,
well, it's
that
not
would
tied to a clan is why. The warband's supposed to be your way to play.
Yeah, but then you end up
Without
with
the clan.
clans where people are like left out. You know?
Yeah, but then we would have to do. I understand Capper's point, and then you would have to have it divisible by the number of parties, because if everyone's online, they all want to play together. There's always 2 people left out, and then people be like, "Why isn't it 12?" And then 12 wouldn't work.
No. No, I'm saying like for like Lasso, for example, you need at least 6, but you can use 8 if you want. You know what I mean?
I would like that. That portion of your point, I think, would be fantastic. I agree.
It's moving it to 10 wouldn't work because then it's not a group size. It's not divisible by group.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Or
just
here's an idea.
Wait.
They make 120 is the maximum for. Oh my god, I wasn't being attacked. They're just walking at me. God, I hate this.
When's the last time you were like, "Hey, we're warband. You want to group with me?"
Every
Well-
Lasso reset is the only time.
they need to do it like they did in Diablo 3, where like if you're in a group with somebody, you can share stuff. Like that was super cool.
I just think the whole system is like really silly. Like, there's not even a huge advantage to warbands. The only advantage is the systems that are like requiring a warband. Like the actual like gear is usually dog water, and then like the magic find is so low. And on top of that, it's hardly ever able to be grouped with a party member because you're all doing different things. It's like there's just no real advantage to warbands.
Well, it's just content you're going to do literally anyway. You just have to do the quote-unquote warband version now. It's like, I'm already going to do the raid, a way better version of the raid, where I can group with literally fucking anybody and find a party way easier. There's already a better version in the goddamn game, and now I have to play the worst version, the warband version, for some reason, just to unlock rewards. It's completely worthless.
They
The
don't
only
even have a
thing I like
warband
about it-
leaderboard, like with rewards.
Well, and it's like you can't reliably rely upon any of the warband chests because all of the gears you're leveling Paragon just becomes garbage anyway. It's like maybe if the things in the warband chest, like all of the Paragon was static with whatever the average warband level was or something, so there's incentive to have the higher level players, and then it levels with you. Then it's like, okay, we all want to keep around the same level, play as much as we can possible, and if everyone levels, the gear gets better with it. There's a million better ways to do it. It's just the way it is where it's like, oh, guess what? Our level 11 wizard just dropped me a barbarian item and I'm 120 and like 3,800 combat rating. That's completely worthless.
Yeah, the only people that give me upgrades is Darth. That's the only person.
That's exactly my point. If you don't drop me an item for the class I'm currently playing, there's no reason for me to be in a warband.
Right. And the chests don't drop very often.
No, it's like 1 a day, if that.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
Really low.
Yeah, it's very, very silly. I just, it feels like an artificial element to the game. Like, I want to join a clan because it's like, hey, I have easy access to grouping. I have events that I want to do. Whereas Warband, it's like, oh, I guess I'm forced to be in a Warband to do this content. Like, it's a different incentive. It's not like naturally incentivized. It feels so artificial. Like, oh, gotta go do this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had 3 warband chests in an hour, so I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, here we go with the anecdotal
Might have just
evidence.
been like,
Okay, you must have 3,000% magic find,
Yep.
as everyone in my comment
That
section
stupid
says.
treasure hunter again.
Yeah.
Treasure hunter
I
hands.
was just gonna ask that.
And it's the treasure hunter.
Oh my goodness. You guys are gonna give me
Treasure
gray
hunter's
hair.
the best. I love it.
Can
I'm
anyone
actually-
explain to me? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm actually split in terms of my Paragon, so it's not like I'm all in. I'm at 75 points Treasure Hunter, 31 Vanquisher, and 5 in Gladiator at the moment. So
That's what I.
A little
that's
bit of
like
everything.
My same build too.
What have we done? Just look at your chat.
Yeah.
I
We
can't take
started
it.
again.
it's fine, and nobody's perfect. So I guess the chat isn't.
What
My
were you gonna
plan
say,
has
GM?
finally come to fruition.
To ruin me from the inside.
Wait, what are you gonna say, Darth?
I was
super
going to
excited
bitch about.
something.
I was going to bitch about something in the game, and I don't really. Oh, you know what? I remember what it was. I was going to say, can someone explain to me what the fuck the point of willpower is? And don't tell me it's because it raises my potency by 70. It's like when I see this stuff actually show up on my inventory, I get mad. I don't want it at all. I mean, there's some useless fucking stats in here. It feels like.
I don't
Yeah,
even honestly.
yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I hardly even look at stats. I just look at combat rating. I kind of just ignore stats.
Yep.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
I'm happy
Although,
if it's strength,
although I
that's
want
as far as I
vitality
go.
and strength. Yeah, vitality and strength you want to have, like as a crusader. But
Yeah.
you can't have
What does
everything.
vitality do?
it's gonna start
Oh,
mattering in a
armor
second
pen?
here. But like for example, if I look, my best stats, like let's say I'm running a triple stat, which is 70 strength. Okay. That gives me like 20 damage. That's it. So it's like, okay, yeah, 20 damage, that is good. But I'd actually rather have 20 like armor pen or like 20 armor, you know, or things like that. Because some of the other stats do that. Like for example, fortitude increases your armor pen and armor. I'd rather have fortitude over strength in PvE content. Or like vitality will increase life. Willpower increases the potency and resistance, which isn't even a stat in PvE content. So it's like completely useless. But you know, it's a lot. It's very minimal. All I care about is combat rating as well.
Yeah, that's.
Got my first set item piece on the monk. Let's fucking go.
Uh-oh.
I'm a monster now, boys. It is -2 combat rating, but you know what? It's a set, so I'm gonna wear it instead.
It's tragic.
Yeah, I've had to lose over like 120 combat rating just by switching.
Yeah, that's tragic.
Now
I
I
don't know
need
why
to
they
do
didn't make it transferable. Like they completely pranked us. Like here's your legendary items, and like in any world you would think that you could transfer things onto them, but for some reason
For
it doesn't
sure.
happen.
Yeah,
For
that's
sure,
so
we got
weird.
me.
I didn't even doubt it. I'm like, oh look at their legendary items. They're orange and they're legendary. And then you know, I got pranked so hard.
It's actually just stupid, and like there's no reason not to. It's not like they're monetizing this shit literally at all. It feels to me like it's just like they forgot about it.
Yeah, because you would think, you know, you already have to regrind all your legendaries to extract them. So, like, why couldn't you transfer
Yup.
those fixes onto that?
Yup.
Well, because
Amen,
they
brother.
wouldn't be, because you'd have to like figure out which one is which, because it's not a one-to-one trade. Like
What?
You want to transfer essences from your main to your new, right?
No, that's not what
No,
they
okay,
said.
sorry,
Yeah,
I
the copy gear. That copy gear you get,
Yeah.
you can't transfer onto it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood you. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Okay. Yep, I get you now.
Yeah. Because it's like, I already spent so much time grinding that perfect triple
Yeah,
stat item
yeah.
or whatever. Like, why do I have to lose it just because I transferred my character?
Yeah, I understand.
get
Yeah, that's
using the,
really silly.
you know,
I thought you were saying something else. Yeah, I get it now.
yeah.
Yeah, it
Like, I
doesn't
get
make
they're
any
not going to
sense.
give you random inheritance, right? Yeah, like, yeah, you got to go grind those out again. It is a grinding game after all.
Yeah, that's what I thought you guys meant. All right, because I haven't class changed yet, so it's a little bit hard for me to understand. But yeah, I get it now.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we want you to regrind all the essences, and at the same time, we don't want you to use these essences until you've actually grinded like 4 times as much to get that one upgrade, and at that time, you can only use one of the essences that you've grinded for.
Yep.
Here,
like,
Veiled
okay,
Veiled and Capper, I need you to focus. I want to get 1,000 kill streak here. I haven't done it yet.
Oh, thumbnail.
I want you to focus so we can. Let's hit 1,000 here live on stream. I'm at like 550.
Let's do when you guys are done. We should do the Mount Xavier circle and do 9999 and and hit it so that way we can all be like world record because it'd be tied for the world record because there's a cap. And you can do it at the circle pretty easily. And then we can make a world record kill streak.
How long
Don't you already
does it
have the
take?
thumbnail? I was in the 9999 with you.
I did 9,300 because I wasn't paying attention and responded to chat like at the last little bit there because we didn't know it capped out.
Oh, who the heck was I? Because I've done 9999 there before. I thought it was. I just assumed it was with you.
I don't know. I was
Maybe
the
it
one
was
who did like the 9K or whatever, and then everyone showed up there and started doing the kill streaks.
I don't know. There is like inhuman force that into this the body when you see someone walk upon your farm location. It's like you actually. It's just like I look at them and I just instantly I'm just mad,
Angry.
Yeah.
And like when somebody cuts you off while you're driving.
Fucking flame somebody. And you're like, God damn it, my spot's full because of you YouTubers. That's the next thing you do as soon as you get mad.
He's like, no,
Yeah,
this
well,
is
actually-
my spot.
The next thing I'm just for example, yesterday we were farming the library, the Four Corners, and we had this one guy. It was Metatron, so I think he was just trolling us. But he was running around trying to pick up all of the monster spawn locations while we were killing them on spawn. So he's like getting like 20k experience a minute. And he's running around, so he's trying super hard, and he's getting like nothing. I'm like, why? Like, what is the purpose of this? You're just wasting your time.
Asmongold actually had a great point about this. To some people, fun is making sure other people aren't having fun. And he calls them fun vultures. Like for them, it's entertainment to ruin other people. They don't care about themselves.
It's like emotional vampires.
It's like my stepdad is a Yankees fan, okay, which is disgusting in its own right. But he also cheers against the Toronto Blue Jays. And I will tell you, as much as he enjoys watching his team win, he enjoys the Jays. He'll call me midweek, midday, just to let me know that the Jays lost. Like that.
Does he like politics also? He's really into politics?
Yes, he's a
We don't need
Fox
to go
News guy.
battle pass
100%.
and treasure hunter and straight into politics. Come on now.
It's like Joker
controversial
when he
people.
burns all the money and he says it's not about the money, it's about sending a message. That's it.
like-
Yeah, from Batman.
Some
Yeah.
people just want to watch the world burn.
All right, I'm close to 800 guys. We can do it. 1,000.
The funny part about that is like, in that situation, we literally hit all the monsters, so you're not interrupting us at all. That's the thing I think is funny about it. It's like we literally aren't any different. It's just you are wasting your time. Like it's not even like we are literally no worse off.
It's the frustration that he's causing.
It's just like the trolls on YouTube. It's like they think
so
by
funny.
negative commenting on the video, it's like you're just helping me with the algorithm, buddy. Thanks.
Oh, it's the best, dude, because then they get shadow banned too, so they're still leaving comments and they have no fucking idea that no one but themselves see it, and they spend all this time to like type this masterpiece that no one's ever gonna see, click the button, and it still counts as a comment on your YouTube engagement. It's fucking brilliant. I love
That's
it.
a good feature. I've been using the heck out of that feature. Thanks, Jason.
Somebody hit something. My
I
spawns
actually
are...
didn't even know about
There
that.
we go.
Shadow bans are the best thing YouTube's ever implemented.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you click on a comment, there's like these little triple dots.
Only
the
on
bottom
PC
right.
though. You have to be on PC for that to show up. You can't do it from
And,
mobile, unfortunately.
And you can
That's
click
not
on
true.
that and say
There's
hide
no
user from this channel, like hide user's comment and any future comments, and it's on your channel, but no one else can see the comment.
Oh, but
But it
them
posts-
and you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have no
great.
idea that they got banned, and they still see their comment that you just removed. Like, they still see it on there. So they'll go, and like, so what I do is I insult them. I'll leave a real personal nasty one. I'm surprised people don't screenshot this shit and put it on Reddit yet, 'cause it'll be like, yo, fuck you, you're stupid. And then I shadow ban them, and I just know that they're replying, and like getting mad, and like, but the thing is, like, they're replying to no one. They're talking to themselves. And I do this to everyone I ban. So like, I just know these people
Hit
are coming
someone,
back
hit
and still
someone, there you
getting
go.
mad at me.
Oh, that's why you're not responding to any
We're so
of my
close,
shit.
guys.
Jesus,
Focus.
Doug.
Yep.
Focus. Kill streak.
Break it now. Break it now. Break it.
He should
Break
be
it.
good now.
Stop-
I have a
stop
gold. I
attacking.
can beat on him forever.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see a Veiled Shot video, I look
Oh,
to see
it
if
does.
this
I
was
got
one of the
crit.
ones he covered. This area right here.
With the,
Oh, nice.
Kyra said he was going to do a top 7 spots because Vel did the top 5. I did top 6, and so Kyra's like, I got to one of both of you to do top 7.
7-minute abs.
I was
you're
like,
so
I gotta do a
toxic.
top 8 now.
Abs?
I have to preemptively top him. That's what I gotta go do.
You got to do top 8 now? Prepare it?
Yeah, I gotta do top 8 tomorrow.
Have it,
At the
exactly.
same
Have it
time.
unlisted. Well, have it unlisted. So the second that he does top 7, you drop top 8. Like, same
And then the thumbnail has to be, it's like better than 7, it's 8.
Oh, that's perfect. Like his thumbnail with a greater than over the top of you. You know?
Yeah.
Only 7?
Can I make our 3v1 StarCraft match a YouTube video?
You can make, yeah, go for it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was fun. We should do another one of those. That was actually really
You
fun to
did
be
a
honest.
3v1? Did you win?
I
Yeah.
won, but
He's
but
good.
I
was the
think
first
they're
time I ever
getting
played the
really
game.
close. They like if they played me
Did you
once or-
Zerg?
What's that?
What did you play?
I played Zerg and then they played all 3 races.
Yeah. Well then fuck that. Then it's not a win. If you can do that as Protoss or Terran, then I'll be impressed. Then I know you're a true champ.
It's 3v1. It's StarCraft.
I disagree with you.
No, Zerg is so broken
I disagree with you.
when you're good.
I mean, I was
When you're
playing
good,
Zerg
I
versus
should
him.
say.
When you're
When you
really
know you're
good, Zerg is pretty broken.
I
I'm
think
not
I
good
could
enough,
do it
so it
easier with
wouldn't matter.
Protoss, honestly.
Really?
Yeah,
I find
because
Zerg can kill Protoss before they really get.
no,
going.
like the last
How
game, that
about-
wasn't the problem. They survived. They had their Protoss like cannon the ramp, and there's nothing I could do. But
Let's do another show, Matt. 3v1. You play your Protoss, then we'll play whatever we want to play. And the loser has to pay the other 3 winners 10 press pops each.
I think you guys are really
Ooh.
close. You'd probably beat me now. That last game was touch and go.
The thing is, I was evolving because Darth and John had played. John like played a bunch of StarCraft. Darth apparently knows like StarCraft strategies and has played before. That was literally my first game.
I haven't
Oh,
played it
11:39. It
Pro.
broke the streak.
I
used to play the arcade a lot.
Bro. I'm like, what?
The arcade's really fun.
So
Arcade.
Yeah, StarCraft Arcade is like some of the best gaming history ever. That has some really, really good games in there.
Our streak ended at 1,212. Rip.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys don't
mean-
get the monster instances?
no, I
like
turned
around-
it in.
Around
I turned it in at
1,300, I'll get
1.2.
it.
But yeah, Darth.
Yeah, but then-
Darth knows a good amount of strategy and stuff. I heard him talking about units and stuff.
A lot of the
Units?
StarCraft ESL and
Like-
stuff because I actually thought it was
Units?
quite entertaining, and I thought the caster of Dota, Monty, were like basically, or what the fuck is his name, Monty and
There's another.
yeah,
goddamn
Monty Crystal
demon
and
hunter
what's
just
the other guy? The other guy though,
running through.
Doa or what was his name? There's the fucking duo.
They
the
were
classic
Overwatch, I thought.
StarCraft duo.
You mean the StarCraft
later
duo
on
was
they were.
Artosis and Tasteless.
Not those two. It was definitely Monty and another guy. I forget the other guy. But anyway, I used to watch him announce. I think it was for the Korean StarCraft. And so I know a little bit just
It's
from that
Doa,
watching that. But I
I'm pretty
don't know.
sure.
Doa? Yeah, it's for some reason I kept saying Dota. But yeah,
I didn't know they did
Doa's right.
StarCraft. I thought they were just Overwatch League. Oh, okay.
But this was a while ago.
Oh,
Like, I used to
actually-
watch StarCraft back when it was like pretty big still.
They got StarCraft, then they casted Korean League for a while, and then they moved to Overwatch.
That would have made sense because I watched them go. That's why I was thinking Korea.
Does
'cause I
Overwatch
probably
League
seen
still
them in the
exist?
league also.
Yep.
They're good. They're a good caster duo, though. Like, I really think you get 2 people that have good synergy. You can go pretty far with content just with 2 people.
Yeah, they did League before they even did Overwatch too, and then they did StarCraft before League. I think they even casted some Dota too. I don't know about that one though.
I never watched Dota, I can tell you. But I definitely
Yeah.
watched StarCraft for them for a while because, like, I originally came for the StarCraft. They were very entertaining, so I just kept watching.
I
All
do.
I'm saying is
Go ahead.
I was playing against a StarCraft Pro 3v1, but I made the critical mistake of trying out Zerg for the first time after playing Terran, I literally spent the first 30 seconds of the game trying to recruit larva because I didn't know how the faction worked. So.
Yeah, the best one was the last one, but it's super broken to work a rush. Like,
how long we got for the right? Like 7 hours?
Yeah, about something like that.
Yeah.
Chosen, you're not going to class change at all?
If I class change, it'll be Necro. Just because that's always been my favorites, is Demon Hunter and Necro. So, I mean, it is nice because they're both ranged classes, but the unfortunate thing is I'm going from strength to intelligence, which isn't too bad, but yeah, I don't know. I don't, like, what do you think would be the better class for like a mid-tier spender? DH or Necro?
I think Necro is just like the all-time best class unless you're a whale.
Really?
That and Crusader.
See, I think it's Satyr. I think for like your low to mid spender, I think it's Satyr because then you can always bring your banner. Like even if you're not carrying your group, at least you have the banner.
Well,
The flip
I agree.
side is
I think
Satyr.
Satyr is good. But
Satyr whales can also exponentially get crazy because then you start actually getting damage.
Yeah, like I almost think the general utility class for like a clan to have is Satyr.
yeah, I mean the thing is like, I don't know. It's hard because like the way I rate like power in this game is like I think all content rates is 1%, and then and basically, and then PvP is 99% of my decision because like the only thing that you really need in dungeons and open world is a banner. So it doesn't have to be you, but it can be anyone, and then that speeds it up. And then after that, it's like, well, all the content's easy, so it doesn't really matter what you play. So it's like.
Okay, so then in that context, that leads you to saying Necro's best?
Yeah.
I agree. I just think like it's. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go on.
No, you're good. You're good. Go.
I'm just gonna say I agree. And like after, look, obviously I don't have the sets. I don't have the right setup, and my experience is gonna get different. But I feel it's pretty instantly obvious to me that the skills in the Necro are so much more overloaded in terms of what they actually bring to the table as compared to like the next class I've played. I'm only playing Monk, right? But it's like the Monk moves are like, okay, look, I'm either doing some damage and like moving, or I'm like supporting myself or another person, or it's like pretty much purely a movement skill. Like that's pretty much my choices. But in Necro, it's like, okay, I have a move that does good damage and CCs, or I have this one that's going to tank damage because it's a minion summon that would draw aggro away. It's basically a free taunt for a while, plus it deals damage. It's on an ammunition system. It's like all my things as a Necro do like 18 different things, whereas I feel like with a Monk, it's like, here's a move that makes you punch a guy in the face.
I think, from Blizzard's perspective, like the Necro and Barb are going to be the most popular classes, so you'd be smart to have them be strong and put the most effort into them. And I
think Barb is not actually at this point.
Well, no,
it should be. That's
because it's bad. But like,
yeah.
but Barb and Necro were by far the most like searched classes on YouTube, and by far the most iconic.
Yeah, gotcha.
Before it came out.
So now people have switched off of the barbarian. So my point, if Veiled let me finish before rudely interrupting me, was
my bad.
I'm just joking. But my point was they nailed it with Necro. Necro is strong and fleshed out, and Barb kind of ended up missing the mark a little bit. But we thought Barb was going to be crazy from like, you know, the max roll guys and the people having beta feedback and stuff. We thought Barb was going to be good.
Well, they all said that Satyr was broken too, but by the time they finished nerfing it, it just kind of well-rounded, but not broken, as Veiled would say.
I mean, Barb seemed crazy though. Like you buff the whole party's movement speed. You have a built-in cheat death. It seemed really good.
So here's what I think. I think that they were just wrong. Like I think the beta players were just wrong, and then they claimed that Blizzard changed a bunch of things. Like I don't think. I think that like they just didn't they weren't like their opinions weren't well formulated. I mean, because Blizzard literally released the patch notes that they put from beta to live game, like, and yeah, maybe from alpha Crusader was broken, and there was a change from alpha to beta, but from beta to launch, there really weren't any changes. That the changes that were mentioned was a speed nerf to the Crusader's horse by 5%, and a couple other things. And the other thing that was kind of like a something that they didn't mention was a 6-second banner duration when it's on your back. So
Yeah.
Barb is my alt class, and I was playing that, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm like 35 or 40 or whatever, and I class swapped to Demon Hunter, and like just clearing greater rifts went from like 5 minutes to like 1 minute, and like soloing and everything, and it was just infinitely better. And I was like, wow, Barb is truly terrible. It's really bad.
So I was charged earlier because someone's bringing up the treasure hunter in your chat again.
Well, and
Ban it as a phrase. Triple threat, I love you, but we're banning treasure hunter discussions for at least 30 days. Well, no, that's kind of the things I had written down to make sure we get to today, unless you guys had other stuff you want to bring up or make sure we include in this week's episode. We kind of hit the talking points I had in mind.
The real question is, what kind of competitions are we doing now?
That's true. Yeah, we need to think of one. We should have Friday night fight night or whatever, and have like a 1v1 and hang out. Yeah, I'm down for that. Or even bigger competitions. I was gonna do a trivia contest at some point. I was gonna start writing the questions actually and do like a Aftershock trivia competition to see who has the most knowledge about the game.
We do need to do that. Well, I thought we were going to do this StarCraft show match before the Rite of Exile. Like, we were going to dumpster Brad, and he was going to give out a bunch of stuff after we do it.
Before the Rite of Exile?
Yeah, before we got to hype everyone up. We got to get all the troops ready. You know, it's like, you know how before you go to war and, and get shot by a bunch of people, like, you go up there and you see some ladies do some kicks first on the stage? Like, isn't that pretty much what we got to do here? We got to go up there, we got to dance for the people, sing a patriotic song before we send these young kids off to die.
You guys are going to dumpster me if we keep playing.
We played Civ last night, Capper.
Oh, you did? Well, thank
Civ's
you.
gonna take 5 hours, though.
Just let me check my DMs. I must not have.
Yeah, Civ just takes too long.
The one that invited
You
me.
were asleep, guy.
Like, to finish a Civ game takes somewhere between 6 and 10 hours, unless you play it like it's hyper crazy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, there you can't do the speed up modes, right?
You have to get like mods that triple the production and science and everything.
In 6, it kind of they have that. You just speed up the game mode.
Yeah, but
It's
even if you put it
the
to
easiest to do.
online, it's still.
Yeah.
The thing is,
5
like,
and 4, it's a lot slower.
By the 4-hour mark, if that's a reasonable amount of time, you could usually figure out who's gonna win.
Or yeah, just set. Can you set a turn limit and then just calculate it based on score?
I think score victories are stupid because the thing is, like, it completely changes the strategy of the game. Like,
What I agree, I agree, but you also can't have a 10-hour match. Like,
well, I'm saying it's like
can.
I guess you can have like a democratically voted winner. You know, like you can kind of usually.
yeah, because that'll never be a disaster.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem with doing just score limit is then half the nations are useless because there's a lot of nations that are so slow start. Like, for example, Japan, they start going nuts once you start getting these tri-cities because you basically share resources, but you have to have then about 6 cities, 3 groups or 2 groups of 3 or 3 groups of 3 if you can, to really start going. Once that happens, you're exponential growth. But if it's like after 2 hours, they're done. They'll be the lowest power. You basically have to hold on to your ass until you can get it set up.
Yeah, like last night I was Spain. And that one's brutal because you need a religion to even get your bonuses. So
yeah, so you got to rush religion, which really depends on where you are. If you get like water, adds the extra spirits, shit like that.
Yeah, or if you're Darth and you spawn next to a natural wonder.
You know what?
Or you just
really didn't make that big of a deal. Here's what I think. I think this sounds great, and it sounds like we've all decided we're going to go play StarCraft and shit on Brad, right?
Oh, we did we?
That's what it sounded like.
I'll watch that for $1.
You guys are gonna dumpster me. You guys kind of learned some strategies and stuff. It'd be
right.
I think if we play again, it'll be close, but you guys will win. And then if we play again after that, you guys will start just destroying me.
The thing is, like, I like the worker rush, meaning like it's a fun tactic, but it's also like if we start doing that, it's like I don't know if you really have like a whole lot he can do. Like that's the only problem.
No, like if there was $1 million on the line, what you guys would do is all worker rush me because I literally can't win. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah. It's a cheese tactic for a one-time meme.
Because like I have 10 workers and you guys, you will lose a couple because you have to move to my base, but I'll have 10 workers. You guys will have like 25, 26. And I literally can't win. It's impossible. Unless you guys like disconnect or throw or something. Because I don't even
So
have
it sounds like
time
we're
to
worker
like,
rushing him like 5 games in a row.
I don't have time to even get a pool. Like by the time your workers get to me, there's physically nothing I can do.
Yeah.
So no worker rushing, but we're still going to dumpster him.
I mean, I'm down to try. It'll be tough though.
I'm hyped for this Diablo Immortal trivia night.
Yeah, I've already started. I've already started a spreadsheet writing the questions.
We need Mystigan to go create a Diablo Immortal GeoGuessr.
A GeoGuessr.
That would be fun as fuck.
What's GeoGuessr?
It's GeoGuessr is like you load up against an opponent and there's like a random like picture of a farm or a road, and you use like certain things that are typical in that country, like street poles, whatever it is, context clues to determine what location in the entire world that's in.
Oh wow.
Or whatever location. So like for this game, you'd have like a picture of like these graves. You're like, okay, where is it? And then you'd pick like, I don't know, Ashwold Cemetery. And whoever's closer, if you're closer than the opponent, then they lose life according to how much less,
okay, I got it.
how much
Yeah.
further away they are. So
it's kind of neat.
Let me know what site or whatever is best for like hosting a trivia competition, and I'm down to like put in the work to design it and write it. Whatever you think is the best way to do it.
we needed a draw league, except draw Diablo. I loved that.
Well,
picture.
what I think would be the most fun for like the StarCraft thing is getting one more person and doing 2v3, and then like give me and someone new or whatever, and then put the other 3 on the other side, because then both sides get some strategy to it. That'd be kind of fun.
What I heard is Chosen and I versus Darth, Capper, and John.
Yeah, there you go. Veil is the newest.
I don't even have the game.
It's $15.
No, StarCraft 2 is free to play.
That's free. It's free.
Yeah.
You have no excuse.
Oh, I have StarCraft 2. I thought you guys were playing 1.
We tried StarCraft 1, but it was a meme. Like they like broke it or something. It doesn't even work.
It's like actually garbage.
It's so bad. It wasn't like that when it came out, but now they like broke it or something. It's so laggy.
I just don't have it. I just have the base game of it though.
StarCraft 2?
Yeah.
No, Capra. Like it's all free to play. All of it. Everything StarCraft 2 is free. Yeah.
Well, but I own it anyway. So even if it's
well,
free,
yeah, but I mean, they so like 2.5 years ago they transitioned it to free to play to try and like keep the player base alive.
How are they making money off of it?
They sold like voice packs, like so they would have like content creators and stuff like do voices for the units and stuff like that. But obviously they're not going to make a ton of money.
Oh, I didn't even know if I've played StarCraft 2. Only StarCraft 1.
I played the campaign. I haven't played anything since.
Heart Alone
I haven't
says
played that
Kahoot.
since it came out. When was that? 12 years ago?
Kitty, shut the fuck up!
I
I'm
mean,
sick of your shit.
I'll pull up Kahoot and look at it. Oh, it like makes me put in a PIN number.
That's like the game's pin number.
Yeah, how do I like make a quiz? What is this? Oh, you sent me to like.
It's Kahoot.com.
Yeah, I see it now. I see it now. Yeah, I'm down to make like a fun immortal trivia contest that we can host, and we'll put up a little cash prize or something. $100. So whoever wins has to do their crests live.
Kitty, I swear to Christ.
That's what we'll do.
I think it's insane. I actually thought it was so hype that John and I, we.
Yeah, that couldn't have been more hype. That's ridiculous.
We did the treasure hunter debate, and then Chosen's goes like, "Hey, let's do a competition, and we'll do like Elder Rift. Whoever does the faster Elder Rift, and then whoever gets more gem power wins." And I got 3 5-stars in that one pull, and then I also did it in like 5 seconds faster at like 110. So I won both, and then I'm like, "All right, let's do a PvP match," and then we try to get the highest kills. We matched against each other. And we had both PvP matches on the stream, so you could see both perspectives on either team.
Yeah, that was super hype.
That's crazy.
It was really cool. We'll have to do that every Friday night, like a little competition.
I just hunted John down. And as part of the meme, I ran Treasure Hunter.
Well, I mean, Satyr versus Demon Hunter might be the best matchup for Satyr.
I think so.
Because the Demon Hunter has no CC. Like you can just hunt them down and be in their face the whole time. They don't have black hole or.
The wolves can knock us off.
The wolves are annoying for sure. I'm trying to think. I think honestly, unless there's more than one on a team, I like going up against mage. And I know that sounds crazy, but you can juke a black hole. But if there's more than one, then you're screwed because the narrow. But one-on-one, I'm not scared of mages.
Cap, right? I literally uploaded
everything's. You just kite a barb until they go through all their stuff. You laugh at them, taunt them.
No, Cap, I'll have to show you.
Breakfast.
I uploaded a YouTube short of me like dying to black hole like 5 times and then being like, okay, I'm gonna outskill him this time. And I run in, I bait his black hole, I dodge it, and I'm like, see? And then his ally runs in behind and casts another black hole and gets me and kills me.
Yeah. As soon as there's 2, it's over.
I'm sitting here talking about, see? I outplayed him, and then boom, I die to a black hole. I'm like, there's another one?
That's funny.
Yeah, black hole is absurd.
I mean, even black hole with necro, like with bone pillar, it's anytime there's 2 forms of CC in that same narrow area, it's satyrs are fact.
Bone pillar just lasts too long. It slows you for like twice as long as it should.
Barbs and Crusaders are both screwed. Monks are the only way monks can get around is because they have like the leaps that can literally leap over the CCs, and even then it's like still hard. It's just,
even then.
Yeah. Melee classes are just so screwed.
Well, it's funny, like when you watch Battlegrounds and you watch your team and they keep running. So say the right side's the last one alive and you're trying to kill it or protect it, whatever side you're on. Everyone will just keep running down. There'll be like 3 mages on the other team. And I'm like, you can't yell at them. You can't be like, go down the middle, assholes, and then come in from behind. That's how you kill them. But no, you'll just see them over and over, just run with their head again. And then that's why Battlegrounds is so boring right now.
Yeah,
without a second mode.
And then you have people run in one by one. And so it's like 1v6 and then another 1v6 and then another 2v6 and then it's just a continuous stream of death. It's like ants going to their slaughter.
Hey, what's up, Gab? Thank you. Appreciate that.
You slaughter a lot of ants, you sicko.
I never said that I slaughter. I said they're going to their slaughter. Maybe you slaughter them.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't think about that, did you?
Well, you have a whole into your house, and it's just a whole row of magnifying glasses on the wall.
I was gonna say I can call joke because I know exactly how to slaughter ants. Ants are the scourge. Ants and cats.
One big magnifying glass on a mount.
Yeah, I use like the old Hubble telescope magnifying glass and just turn it inwards. Set 3 houses on fire, but fuck it, the ants aren't there.
Yeah, no, Veiled. Is this gonna replace the ship?
This is peak performance right here.
Is this peak performance?
I feel like the ship is less.
It's less intensive for sure. The ship is the laziest.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I was trying to get to.
But this is like that good middle ground where it's not like ROD.
The ship or the library.
I don't know. This is pretty lazy. You like. Yeah,
maybe
it's not
for
ship
you,
level.
It's going
but...
AFK.
It's not around. Ship level for sure, but it's definitely it's got higher potential. Let's say that it's got the same potential that ship does if you're lazy, and then if you want to do more, you get way more. That's a good way to put it.
Easily push it. Yeah.
Yep. You guys, any of you streaming today, or are you gonna wait until later for the right?
Probably gonna make another video and then stream.
Because
I thought we were gonna do our StarCraft show match.
Tonight?
As in right now. I thought we were
Right
I
now?
thought we were gonna leave this podcast and go kick your ass in StarCraft. That's what I thought was about to happen.
We're gonna do it right now.
That's what every single person is saying that. Look at
John's not even here.
Yeah.
John's not even here. You'd have to get Capper to play.
I can't
No.
do the 3v2 today. Well, I can't play today because I have a video I have to do for a raid. But
Nonsense.
I'll make sure not to do that next week. I won't leave it, so I'll be able to do it next week.
Looks like Darth and Vale, they're just gonna have to 2v1 me.
Oh boy.
Or me and Val 1v1 each other.
Oh boy.
Probably have a closer chance of winning.
Yeah, I would. You would definitely.
You guys could probably do decent versus me 2v1 now.
Yeah,
I
bro, we
don't
still
know.
could win a 3v1, bro. And John had like all the defenses.
Can we get a second camera that's pointed at your guys' keyboards so we can show the difference between high level skill play? Because that's
don't know the
that's the
hotkeys.
biggest difference. Is all the hotkeys.
I don't know the hotkeys.
I have a
And
second
without looking
camera.
at the keyboard,
but-
if you, that's where Chosen's killing you, guaranteed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I use the mouse that has the big ball on the top that you roll around to click
Oh
on
my
things.
god, that's what we used to buy those specifically for StarCraft, the original. For the
Darth,
Mac.
I actually
Exactly, and
have
I
one
don't
of
Stationary
those.
one with a thumb roller. Yeah.
There you go. I don't even use the keyboard.
then-
I use just
And then
that
you
and
have a
click.
couple of the hotkeys on the side.
I don't know where it went. I have one of
Wait, are you
those.
serious? Do you guys actually use those?
I have one. Let me see if I can
Oh
find
yeah,
it.
for original StarCraft, 100%.
Oh god, that's disgusting. I was trying to think of the actual worst technology I could think for this.
I was never good at it, but my one roommate he crushed. So we all bought the things, but I was like, well, it didn't help me. I'm still ass. But he would just destroy. And this is back in the day, LAN days, so we'd be taking our PCs over to friends' places to play.
Yeah, Darth, see, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but I have one of the.
Wow.
Look at that thing. That thing's huge.
Yeah,
I've
let me-
never seen this before.
and
Bro, are we wearing the same shorts? Hold on, stand up real quick.
the sphere comes out, and then you just
Yeah.
roll it to move your mouse.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that's
weird.
next level. Looks like you're
But
playing a
use
lot
this
of.
for
What was
so-
that golf game? What
It's
was the Golden Tee?
yeah, golden tee. Yeah, it's actually really good for like Photoshop or graphic design because you can be like
Oh, I believe that.
you can be like pixel perfect as you're like rolling this. It's not like your whole hand moving a mouse. You can roll this and be literally pixel perfect when you zoom in. It's kind of handy for a context like that.
We're in the
You
exact
play
same shorts, I
StarCraft
think.
with this?
No, we are not wearing the same shorts, Darth.
I think we are, dude.
I will bet you any amount of money we're not.
Are they the Nike blue teal ones?
Yes.
Then what the fuck are you talking about?
Let's see these ones.
Hold on, let me see. I'm waiting for you to stand up on it.
I don't know if I can get like on camera here. How do I? There.
Let's
This is
see.
getting weird.
Wait for it. I'm waiting for it to show. Oh,
I'm
no,
pretty
they're
sure
close. They're
elderly
close.
cancer patients have darker tans than
Nope.
Brad right now.
Mine are deeper, are less deep blue. Mine are. You're right. They are different.
So you owe him $100.
Yep.
I don't know him a goddamn thing. I didn't sign any bet on purpose because I didn't believe in myself.
And now you guys
Chosen,
gotta
hit your
2v1
map.
me. Let's go. I'm ready.
Hit your map. Where exactly are you in Ashwold?
I posted it on the
Just to the
Oh,
bottom
That's
left.
not actually the spot. That's not my spot. All right, yeah, cool. Talk about that one.
I posted it right here. I'll draw
Yeah,
a box for
okay.
you.
There's another really good spot in Ashwold.
The spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be my next video because that's gonna be
I'm
oh
doing
my
a video
God,
on
I
this
can't
one.
believe I
Veiled,
just
I get this
discovered.
one. You've gotten every spot.
I
He's
already
Like how
We're
our
talking
videos
about
are
this
literally
one.
inches away from each other.
It's dude, man. I'm already making the video.
Can we at least collab or something? What? Like, see, that's the problem is we all end up doing 5 versions of the same video.
Yeah, and you know what?
YouTube.
I told Darth, I was like, I made a top 5 legendaries. It's been a slow burn. Next 2 days later, he makes a top 6. Guess what? It's 35k views. You should just do it.
Should do it.
I guess
God's here.
I guess we'll just both give our own spin on it.
You have to wait until no one's watching the first one and then redo the first one.
Yep.
So if ship is 4 weeks old now, go better than cemetery. The ship. There's enough people that didn't watch the original video that will be like, oh my god, he's brilliant.
Darth,
This man fucking gets it.
am I gonna go do lunch, or are we doing this 2v1 right now?
I will. It's up to Val. If you want, I'll do the 2v1 right now. If Val
I
wants to.
can't do it right now. Go get lunch. I can do it later, but yeah.
Why can't you do a 2v1 right now, Build?
Why can't? Because
He's
I
busy
gotta
getting
go
that video out.
reorganize my house, and then I have to post this video about this new spot here.
I'd say I'd post it before you, but no one would watch
I mean,
mine,
if we're
so-
both gonna literally post the same video the same day, we might as well at least like collab or something.
I really don't think it fucking matters. I think you guys just make your I don't think the same 10,000 people are watching both of the videos. Like, just put your videos out. It's like, think of it this way, dude. It's like if everyone in Raid had to fucking like jerk each other off every time they were gonna make a champion guide video. Like, hey, I'm gonna do Code Heart today. Like, don't. It would never work. It's just everyone makes every video. I don't give a fuck if you guys want to remake any video I've ever made.
Well, no, yeah,
you guys
no,
are all going to do the same thing. There's only so many topics.
I get it. I agree with you, but yeah, it's
There's
just because we're
like,
such good friends and work together and stuff. It's like,
Plus, it's like there's a billion
video, and I like post it. I'm uploading it to YouTube, and then I'll look, and like one of you guys will post the same video like 2 minutes before I post mine.
Dan and Dan makes a free-to-play combat rating video, and I literally, like 15 minutes before I had posted mine, we had the same dang video, and they both, like, his video was like 8k views, I think, or something like that, and mine was like, I don't know, 10k. It was like very, very good.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I bet 0 of them were like, hey, what the fuck? You just wasted my time. I just watched this on the other guy's channel. Like, I bet you got 0 of those comments.
Bailed, we could have been done by now.
They're all, this is
It
a
only
lie,
takes
you're a
15
show
minutes.
for the company. Was all the...
A match is 15 minutes. Let's go do it real quick, and then we can all take a break and work on content before.
Red needs his daily ego dump.
No, I actually have to do some real life stuff, and then I'm actually not going to go record a video. That was more of a meme.
Oh my
What
goodness.
about Age of Empires 4? You could play that with I hear he's pretty
I'll
good.
I'll 1v1 Darth on AoE 4 if you want to log in, Darth.
I mean, I've heard he's pretty
I
good
tell you what, how
because
about
he
I
tells
pick the
us
goddamn
every day.
game, and then we 1v1 in the game I want to 1v1 in, instead of all this, hey, let's play, I've professionally played this game for 15 years, let's play this game. Number 1 in the world on Age of Empires, let's try this one.
But I'm naming games we both play. If you can name a game we both play, yeah, I'm down.
So you won't
1v1
give me the
World of
same
Warcraft.
treatment you'll give Boomer, who you don't even like, to 1v1
No,
in any game?
no,
you
I'm
give
saying,
him that, but
like-
you won't give it to me?
I can't help it if there's only certain games that we both play.
All right, Smash Bros. Classic
I've
fighting
literally
game.
never
Can you
played it.
play that? All right, the brand new game that I've never even downloaded called Multiverse, which is a new fighting game on Steam. It's big right now.
A fighting game? Can we do
Peanut
literally
Butter.
anything
I
else?
just played
game.
RTS, Brad. What do you mean a fighting game? All right, fine. Wait,
Rome
you
Total
know what?
War original.
Rome Total War original?
Yep.
I'd be down
any
for it. I've never played it.
first-person shooter. Any first-person shooter.
I was so bad.
Overwatch?
Okay, I'll download and play Overwatch.
I don't think you can really 1v1 in Overwatch, can you?
We can play on a match. We can play together if you
So we
want.
could always 5v5 on a MOBA. They're free to play.
Actually, that's what I want to do, is play a league match.
Let's play a
Fuck,
league
I mean,
match.
fuck League, but I'll figure it out quickly enough.
I like
Yeah, that
support
was
much better
that's
than
that's my
League.
home
Top lane
ground,
support,
too.
I'll figure out the rest.
Yeah,
How about
put
me and
Darth
Val?
and Kyre. No, Darth and Kyre on one team, and then I'll be on the other team. It'll be more fair that way.
I was thinking me and you versus 5 of them, and then we have
Okay,
to
we can do that
2v5.
too. I can 1v5 probably, but I'll do 2v5.
Like, yeah, I mean, probably. If none of them have played League before, if we got a couple goaties in there, even then the kid learned
I
to
mean, I've
push the
played
wave.
Dota, so I know the general, but it's actually surprising how much that almost fucks you up at the beginning because you're used to the other MOBA's style.
Yeah, I can see that. You learn bad habits.
Vale has to go anyway.
Yeah.
So,
or cheats that are making it easier.
I'm gonna peace out, guys. Thanks.
It's all right.
Everybody.
We're wrapping up anyway. So I think Capper's already done streaming, and Darth's waiting until later.
Yeah.
It's just too soon. I got 7 hours to the right.
Yeah, I hear you. I
I'm
understand.
just trying to be able to actually TP
You
out
should
of here.
post this the poll, the community poll for the best class
Almost
in
on
your
my
chat
next
real
level,
quick.
though.
I can do
Should
it
get
too
that.
if you want.
Yeah, go ahead. For the best class.
Yeah, the Google form.
Oh yeah. Good point. I did I tweet it? I don't remember if I tweeted it yet. I think I did.
You did.
Yeah, definitely take 10 seconds, everybody, and fill out the community poll for best class, and we'll talk about it in our content and stuff. So we're looking for as many responses from the community as we can get, and yeah, would really appreciate that if you guys click the link that Vale posted there.
I hate this game.
I think it's funny because just like taking a peek at it, it's so polarizing. But there's usually one selection that's above the others. Like Monk is clearly 5th, but there's a lot of players that like are all over the place. So it's kind of funny.
Oh, I can't see the results. Oh, I think I can. I won't show it on stream to influence people, but what?
I'm gonna change to
Oh,
barbarian.
okay. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
But you
Poor Barb.
you can't see like the averages. How you're gonna have to like? Oh, you're gonna have to like manually calculate it.
Yeah, that's easy.
There's a spreadsheet for that.
Yeah. You just export it to Excel or whatever and chart it.
Yeah.
Let me know when we do that, Vale. Then we'll make it look super nice and.
Yeah, Darth, Capper, Dan, anyone who wants to join. I figure we could do like a multi-creator collab and talk about what our community thinks about the best classes in the game and either flame them, make it a fun video. You know, we can flame a little bit. We can be nice with whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we know whatever class you choose is going to be broken, Veiled. So first,
Who do you guys want me to raid here?
Now.
Raid
Raid,
Yeah,
and Darth will
GT.
tell us that that's factually
a DM
incorrect.
YouTube video.
That'll happen.
Oh, he's asking,
Raid it.
or someone's asking you about a question there, Darth.
What does he want?
Does Chip
What's that?
proc
I'm
on Necro's
walking
getting
around.
bone wall? Does Chip proc on Necro getting bone wall?
No,
The one that throws the enemies up.
it does not. No.
Well,
only
It's
our-
only hard CC.
everybody, thank you
Very
for joining
interesting.
us. There is our site that we're going to be working on a lot in the next week or two. And shout out to Darth Micro and Dan and Mad Capper and Veiled and we had Cold Brew in here for a little bit. And we do this every Sunday at 2 p.m. EST, a little Diablo content creator hangout. And then we post it on YouTube and all that. So say hi to JT for us, and I will catch you all soon. Deuces.